Hey everyone, I'm Klloo. Welcome back to our optimum playthrough of Soda Dungeon 2. So far, we've done 3 dimensions in under 3 hours. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with that. An hour a dimension is really good, at least from my perspective, from everything I've seen trying to speedrun the game. Other than that, we did Dimension 3 in 3 runs, which means overall we've only used 8 charges of our magic clock, which is really good. I'm pretty sure Dimension 4 is going to be just as easy. In terms of purchases, we unlocked Inheritance. Inheritance isn't really needed to the next dimension. That's sort of when you start to run out of quest gold. We bought out everything we could from the shop. There's just not really much else we can do with the gold. So, let's head on over to Dimension 4 then. Don't really have to worry about the quests. Save it all for the next dimension. Off we go. In terms of relics, it really doesn't matter at this point which ones you pick. HP and attack are the only meaningful choices, at least until you unlock the physical damage and the magic damage relics. So I think I'm just going to grab the gold. I'm not going to upgrade or anything, but 1% might be handy. Who knows? The crit chance is probably the other good one. There's no point in the MP. We have regen through our mystics, just their inbuilt regen. And then if we swap to Carpenters at any point for single target damage, we have recharge. So increasing the mana pool of each character is pointless. Cool. Oh, that's actually a really good quest. So we got this one, A Little Too Dark. Defeat the Dark Lord and we get 500 essence, which is going to really help us continue to snowball into the next dimension. Again, I'm not using battle credits. The overall idea of this run is to eventually do it in one sitting, meaning I won't have access to battle credits, so there's no point in unlocking them. Other than that, we'll grab our mystics like normal, hire up 6 of them, do whatever crafting can be done. We're pretty short on iron, so can't make too much. What can we make? We can make a few swords. 3. And we still have gold left over. I wish he stocked stuff to begin with, but it's no big deal. And we can upgrade our attack relic a little bit more. So nice and simple, just give everyone an iron sword. I'll do it 2 and 2 like usual. I think that's a pretty good way to split the damage. I guess 2 and 1. And yeah, again, it's essentially the same as the previous dimension. I'm just going to start from 1, farm, get as high as possible, and then start from 1 again with upgraded equipment. Right, first run in, we got to about 160. I'm not going to bother continuing. We can't clear with our casts. Just going to gear up now, as best as we can. Extra HP, awesome. All the extra stats are really useful. Cool, a bunch of quests. Wizard first, I guess. Not going to be done by the time we get to the boss, unfortunately. We can't make use of the trinket. And kill flies. So, grab our 6 mystics like usual. Perfect. Did we get enough carrots, maybe? Wouldn't mind the pets at this point. It's not too much gold. We'll see how much we have left over after we gear up. Okay, there's a rapier. We definitely want that. Might as well buy the sword too, since we are kind of low on iron. 24, so we can go ahead and upgrade a few things. So our weapons are 1 assassin's dagger, 2 rapiers, that makes 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's perfect. Then everything's already level 2 at the very least. Cool, so we can go 1 more. 2, level up, and then we need another 10, 20, 30, 40. Perfect, so some gold. It's you, and you. So that should be 6 weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1 short. Right. I believe so. Hope I counted right. 10, and then another 20. I'm so confused at this point. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Dagger, rapier, or saber, whatever it's called in this one. And then 3 swords, all level 3. Okay. We got there in the end. Trinkets, we would like to make the rings again. We only need 5 because we have 1 clover. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We still have enough gold. Do I grab the pets? I guess it's decent to level up. It's an alright amount of HP. Otherwise, in terms of our attack damage, we're way up, so we can get a lot further than 150 this time. So might as well. You build pets. Done. Get our free whale. 1%. It helps. It's not a huge amount, but it's something, I guess. And I do want to start upgrading the HP relic. We need 61 to get it to 10, would be like the next bracket before we go back to leveling the attack. But again, I am just going to farm. I think it's really important to just keep the momentum going, and the best way to do that is to continue to maximize all your gear so that you can get it done in the shortest run. Essentially, getting back to 150 with our increased gear is not going to cost us anything. We have both HP regen and mana regen on all the mystics at this point, so we're in a really good position just to farm a little bit. So I'm going to start from 1, and yeah, get as far as possible, get more XP, level up the whale a bit, and of course, more essence is the big thing. So far, so good. Second run, all the way to 200. Hopefully we can do it without losing someone. So far he's spreading out damage, that's really good to see. Come on. Perfect. So we didn't lose anyone, continue to clear. Curious just how far we can get. We get ambushed though, we're a bit unlucky, and I don't think we're quite clearing normal bosses in 6 hits. But still, a very decent second run. I'm going to take the warp, I have tons of keys. We just want to get as far as possible. Would love to see more healing fairies though. Well, it looks like it wasn't too much further. At least we got past to 10. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to leave at this point. We can't effectively clear with the 2 mystics. Oh, we upgraded the whale. We're now level 28, so we got some attack from that too. It's pretty good. Decent equipment. Would love to see a Skullblade though. Anything interesting in the shop? Nope. Nada. Not even a whole lot of iron either. Well, I guess it's just the same thing. Gonna gear up more and repeat. We probably start pushing at this point. Actually, just going for the clear. I think if we max all our weapons, we should have enough damage between everyone. This is backwards. Well, sort of. Be like that, and then you two should have iron rings. Since you're our most damage. We don't have any gems. You don't have any gems for sale. We can't craft any gems either. Okay, I guess we will start making whatever armor we need. I didn't need any armor. Well, the leather. It wasn't too much of a waste. We do need 2 shields though. Just 2 iron shields will do. 1 for you, 1 for you. And then I'm just going to buy out all of his crystals at this point. And we can max all our gear. So, 1 done, 2 done, 3, so that's 4 weapons in total. 5, 6. Okay, so it should go rapier, dagger, dagger, rapier, meat club, meat club. Okay, so that's everything good in terms of damage. What about shields? Not craft level. So that can go up a level, that can go up a level, that's already up a level, and then just the iron shields. He's got no more crystals for us. Okay, what to do with the gold and the essence? I'm tempted to actually upgrade the Relic of Mastery, but I don't think it's needed. We will just see if we can get more kitchen upgrades. We can. Don't have the apples, it's fine. Alright, in a pretty good position. The question is, do I go from 1, or do I go from where we left off? We're in the 4th dimension, so it's what, 60? It's 240. So I got another 42 minutes. I'm going to go from 1. I might as well make the most out of the magic clock. Right, 3rd run down. We might be able to beat the janitor. Either way, we got to 300, so I'm pretty happy. I don't know if we can get all the way to the boss on the next run. Our damage seems to be there, it's just, without a better weapon, we can't do the bosses without taking damage. Come on, we're so close. Oh well, so we didn't get the janitor done, it's fine. We got our levels, our HP, and our essence, our precious essence. No good drops though. Find 5 pieces of bacon, blah blah blah, no one else got quests. No. Please have something good. No. So you have armor, that's decent enough, I will buy the crystals. So at this point, we need more damage. I'm going to buy all, we have more than enough. So I am going to start crafting these weapons. So the Infected Edge, Frying Pan, maybe not, the Knuckle, Blade, two of them, perfect. The Frying Pan, good. I don't know how much damage it is upgraded. I know the Infected Edge is going to do a decent chunk of damage more. Yeah, it's 5 times more, 5 more damage, blah blah blah. Trying to speak. And then this one is 3. So it still helps. We'll grab a frying pan just to try it. I don't think so, no. We do want to start upgrading our shields, really racking up the HP. Wow, like the Prisma Shell shield gives a lot of HP. 10, 10, 10, I should stop saying blah, blah, blah. It is important what we're doing, despite my attitude. There's so many clicks and I don't really want or have the patience to look through it properly. We're just going to pump attack. Attack is the big thing we need right now. Still 6 Mystics. It's not quite the time to sub in the Carpenters. I've been giving it more thought and I'm pretty sure the Carpenters only come in once the Magic Clock is run out. And that's when we can start sort of power leveling them up to try and match the Mystics. Otherwise, for now, the Mystics should just have the overall greater amount of damage. I would kind of like to keep the Clovers on, just so we can try and find some better weapons. The item find really does help. What is our item find? Our item find is 30, which isn't a great bracket. I think you need over or 299 or nearish to 99 for rares. But I'm going to stack the Clovers instead of the little, what is it, 2 extra damage, or the 10% from the magic attack. Other than that, I still prefer the daggers over the meat. Do I prefer the daggers over the rapiers? What is it? 33% chance for 128. Well, consistently, you'd take the rapier. Anyway, this should do. This should be fine. In terms of our setup. Upgrades. Anything important? We can grab the food. Probably just grab the food. I do want the next level inheritance. I also probably want the next level of the resourcefulness bag. Decisions. I think HP helps us now, so I'll go with HP. How much are the gnomes? 50k. So we also want the gnomes. Do I start from 0? How's our time looking? 225, so 15 minutes before we're behind pace. So I think I'm going to start from 290. See how much better our damage is. Especially on the boss. They're all doing 40s. How much are you doing? Slight increase. But we're clearing in 5, which is what we want to see, because it means we have room. So we should be able to get, 350-ish with the amount of damage we're outputting. You die in 1, you get poison, which is nice, and you do. Okay, so we should be in a good position. This is the 4th Magic Clock run, brings us to a total of 12, so there's still 3 more. So, we got the janitor done. We lost 2 people, and this is kind of what I was worried about. Essentially, we just used the Magic Clock to do 10 floors, which feels really bad, and it's anti our whole slow down a little to go faster mentality. I would have been better off starting from 1, so I could get to 300 again easily. It would have just taken, 15, 20 minutes, however long it takes. But we would have got a lot more out of it than just wasting a Magic Clock run. It's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure we can clear a decent amount from here onwards. It doesn't look like we'll get to 310. So I shall leave and restart. Unfortunately, 1 run, the Magic Clock wasted. Oh well. Do you have anything decent now for us? No. We want him to have a Skull Blade. The Skull Blade just really helps us. It's just such good damage. Other than that, it's just hire more Mystics and continue to push. I'm not too worried if we run out of Magic Clocks on this run. Would be nice to carry it all the way through, but I'm not going to complain. Assassin's Dagger. We'll leave the ring on. Actually, it should be a big enough damage increase. It should be 4 extra damage, so you should be hitting near 50. Yeah, 48. Cool. It's not a Skull Blade, but it's actually quite interesting because its base damage alone is significantly higher than any weapon we have. So it's still really good, even if it doesn't have the actual Skull Blade attack that does whatever double damage plus burn. But it's still a decent drop, I think. It's blended staff. And should obviously boost our magic damage. Though, unfortunately, once more, we've lost to just hemorrhaging from all the bosses. Not a big deal. At least we got a decent item out of it. Also keep upgrading the whale. But we also did get a Skull Blade. So, and I also miscounted. There's 2 more Magic Clock runs. I'm pretty sure though with the Skull Blade and the Splendid Staff, we should be in a pretty good position. buy them out. What's 5% attack? That's nice too, actually. Just, yeah, grab everything we usually want. Okay, so this needs to be maxed, and this needs to be maxed. So we should have really good equipment now. Is this the correct setup? We haven't found a power glove though, which I dislike. It should all be on this side. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. We can even upgrade the... Nope, it's 30. Never mind. I guess we just continue to upgrade our gear. Max whatever we can. Didn't realize I had so many gold shields. Is that what we have equipped? No. That needs to be gold. That needs to be gold. That needs to be gold. Perfect. Armor. Surely we have better armor than the bone. It's not upgraded. Oh well. Everyone's near 100 HP. Yeah. So this is the second last magic clock run. Bit sad. I am leaning more towards the mentality of, as long as we have the magic clock, I should be starting from 0. Yes, it's a bit of a time sink, but it's getting the most use out of the magic clock, and essentially once we run out of the magic clock, the strategy completely changes. We will just be brute forcing our way to the boss, so if we have to just do it in 10 floors at a time, that's all we're going to do. So I feel like I should have maybe grinded a bit more essence out. Looks like our damage is back to being good. We'll see how we do on a boss. If we can beat the boss in under 6 hits, so without utilizing everyone, we're in a really good position to get to, or at least get near the Darker Lord. Is that what this one's called? Come on, 2 more floors. Don't make me just fill the empty silence with random words. All I can think of is food, though. Spaghetti, bologna, ham, meats, bolognese? There we go. No, so we can't. So we're still hemorrhaging damage. It's a bit unfortunate. Nothing we knew about it. I should have grinded out more essence, more items. It's fine. I might, to be honest, I might end up redoing this dimension. Because that's going to be another big thing. I'm saving all the files so that I can essentially practice the segments. Because again, I really want to speedrun the game, but I can only speedrun the game if it's a reasonable amount of time. And a reasonable amount of time, I'm going to say, is under half a day. I think that's fair to do a full 10-dimension speedrun. So I do want to obviously practice the different worlds and make sure I can get their timing down as best as possible. And even if that means trying to reinvent what we're doing. So, for instance, the Carpenters, we can go back to this topic. If the Carpenters could do 4 times the damage that we're casting here, so if the Carpenters were doing 160 damage with Nailed It, then I should be using 4 Carpenters. It's whether or not we can get them to that state. And I can't test it right now, for instance, because this run I'm trying to make use of the magic clock. But if we learn later on that I should have been using Carpenters, then obviously I want to come back and I want to use Carpenters and see if I can do this dimension a lot quicker. So that being said, if we finish this, I might play around for a bit, and then, if need be, I will redo this dimension. I'm pretty sure, though, the other 3 dimensions, Mystics are the way to go. You won't get enough damage on the Carpenters just yet. But we are starting to drop off. For instance, the amount of damage we're adding to the single hits. So, for instance, Splendid Staff is doing 97 damage compared to the Knuckle Blade doing 50. However, if you compare their cast damage, it's only a slight increase. In fact, I think it's actually a bit more than a slight increase because this one has the magic boost. But it's not as substantial as you might think, which then leans me towards, well, if I stuck it on a Carpenter using Nailed It, and they were doing 2 times the damage, that 90 becomes 180. All of a sudden, that Nailed It is more than enough to out DPS our AoE attacks. But we'll have to figure it out later. Doing pretty good. I don't think we'll be able to get to the boss this run, at least not without losing some people along the way. We might get lucky. They might spread all the damage, or I might find a healing fairy. Also, this shield should have been on the Skull Blade with the attack damage. Slight unoptimization. Dang it. First one gone. So close too. I don't know if we can clear the rooms. If we can't, I will probably just leave. see, 5 hits, please? No, so we'll continue to hemorrhage people like that. I'll clear this room, and then we'll go. But we should be able to get to the boss. We won't lose too many to Dalmora. But in terms of stats, so like the Mystic just said, we got crit damage. And this is what I find so interesting, is the Mystic has all around just good stats. Like, it has physical damage stats, it has the magic damage stats. Somehow it still ends up with a higher base magic damage than the Dark Mage or the Wizard, however that works. So for the most part, I can't fathom them not being the best class to use. Even in comparison to, say, Carpenters, at this point in time, our Mystic is just so far ahead because of their levels. The Rapier. No, we'll keep with the Evasion. I might swap to the Iron Rings, just because I don't think we're going to get many drops at this point, and I would just like the little bit extra damage. It will help. Something like that. We good? You had nothing at all worth... Yeah. I suppose we will just try and get HP, and I guess try and get the run done this time. This is our last magic clock use. I think we're overall in time, but it's not a big deal. Grab the gold shield. So the weapons are all leveled up, there's nothing I can do there. We have 4, this can go up. We have another one. Actually, they're better than the gold shield. But they're both equipped anyway, never mind. Do I have a better gem? I have Evasion. I'd rather Invasion than MP. There's no reason to run MP. It doesn't do anything for us. Armor, that's maxed. Can't get maxed. Right. So everyone's substantial in terms of HP. We can boost the attack relic once more. Also might be worth upgrading the XP relic. I don't know yet. I don't know how much of a difference it'll actually make. We should be back to clearing in 5 hits, potentially, with the slight increase to our attack. Even if it's 6, it's still fine. Yeah, 6 is fine. If we get to the boss, it's whether or not we lose anyone to the 390. If we don't, then we have a fair chance of getting the Darker Lord done this run. Right, fingers crossed. Definitely can't do it in one round. Okay, no one's gonna die, it looks like. Perfect. It's whether or not we can beat the Darker Lord. Our higher damage side didn't take any hits, so they should all take 2 hits before they die from the Dark Lord. Whether or not they get stoned or burned, it's debuffs. They're annoying, definitely not as annoying as the Chameleon boss, but I think we're in a good position. This is the last Magic Clock run. It's a bit unfortunate. Would have liked to carry over a few charges to the next one. It's no big deal. Let's see how we do. Right, who's gonna beat each other first? Can we do enough damage before he wipes us? Who hit it? Good, it's not... Oh. And we take the tick straight away. It's not the Skull Bash. So he is one-shotting. It's a bit unfortunate. Ah, of course. He stones the highest damage dealer. Okay, so it looks like we don't have enough damage. Nah. Curious how close we got, though. So we do need a little bit more HP. This goes back into... I should have maybe grinded and then upgraded the HP relic. We are out of magic clock charges, I'm pretty sure. Do you have anything decent for us to buy? You do not. Well, you have a level 5 armor. That's higher than anything we have. What about crafting? Can we make anything to just boost our HP? Nope. Not really. So, I guess it's just down to luck, for the most part, to see if we beat him. Let's hire our Mystics. Might actually be a fail, to be honest. I've failed to do this world in a decent manner, unfortunately. Okay, evasion. Yeah, our damage dealers. How much damage was he doing? I remember. I feel like I need to swap stuff around a little bit to make sure people survive. No, I want the shields that they have, because A, this one gets the increase to attack, and this one has the evasion. Yeah, I think we're just brute forcing it. No magic clock rights. So slow. Right, health-wise, we're in a better position. Overall, I can't say I'm happy with this run. I definitely think I can do it better. Stoned one of us straight away. Not bad. At least no one died. Okay, so we're still getting the skull bash damage. I need to check the carpenter damage. I mean, theoretically, it should be double. The Mystic does have a few perks. We'll see if we get it. If we don't, I'm not going to try. I'm going to label this run fail. And we will try to come up with a better strat. Which is really the whole purpose of this series. Is I'm trying to figure out the best strat possible to do a speed run. Oh, but we did just get it. In a horrible time though. Now I'm curious. Because definitely the next dimension is when we start building the carpenters. But I do want to see. In terms of time, 2:49, so it's not actually too far over. Yes. We don't have enough gold to get the upgrades I want. We still have the quest to turn in, so I'm going to prioritize the bag resourcefulness over the inheritance. Buying, we don't need any of that junk. Grab all of them. Ooh, grab all of them. Didn't have many at 5. God, he has had awful amounts of iron this whole series. What can we just dump our gold into then? Not the kitchen, not the gnomes. Yes, we'll just finish upgrading the cavern. Right. Can't say I'm too happy with it. 4 hours, 9 minutes. So 9 minutes over the pace I would like. And well, the next one's not going to be incredibly slower because we're going to stop farming, meaning every run is just going to push as far as possible. So we're cutting out a lot of time. Granted, we're also suffering a lot more time because we don't have the magic clock. I'm going to leave it here and think about it. If I want to redo Dimension 4, I might do it at the end. We might continue, and then I'll redo any of the worlds I didn't quite like. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See ya.